Would you mind just stepping out of the car and coming and talking with us so we
Uh,
can make sure you're okay?
no, I don't want to because every time that happens, or the small, well, I don't know if you guys do it. This is a major market. But every time they ask me to step out of my car in Oregon, they arrest me because they say, oh, well, you have some bullshit, misdemeanor, that I appeared in, that I spent 4 nights in jail for already. And so I just
Sure.
I don't trust cops. And I have COVID, thanks to Jackson County, Oregon, and the good cops, the small penis cops in Eagle Point, Oregon, who I'm wanted for because they said that I abused 911. Well, you know what I did? I called 911 to have a welfare check done on my girlfriend because she was suicidal. And the next thing I
Sure.
know, they say that I abused 911. And I spent another night in jail, and I'm tired of it. And there was no toilet. They gave me no food. There was urine all over the floor, and the toilet didn't work. They took their sweet
Sure.
time releasing me from jail. And you know what? I'm going to
Okay.
2020 CNN 60 minutes, and I'm going to destroy that that nasty Jackson County, home of Medford.
Sure.
You've heard of Methford, Methford, because it's nothing but meth down there. The cops don't care about that, but they hassle me because I got a disorderly conduct because I was angry. I didn't get my big gulp, and they were smoking pot. So, yeah, it's just,
So, John, is there? Do you need any help from law enforcement tonight?
uh, uh,
Okay, then listen. We're gonna get out of your hair here. We just need
okay.
a call, make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who called you. I don't know why. I mean, you got better things to do with your time, I'm sure. Are you Redmond Police or Bellevue or?
We are. Yep, Redmond.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you could go see
All
Sarah.
right.
Maybe you could go see Sarah Cifuentes because she keeps bogus bullshit, trying to do a domestic violence thing against me. Well, I live in Oregon.
Sure.
Why are the courts hassling me if I live in Oregon? She says I'm a danger to her. Yeah, right. The only reason I'm in Oregon is because I was at Tequila, and Tequila was down, and they said, well, try the Redmond station. Sure enough, they're down too. So that's a Volkswagen. And this is going to be all over the internet, all over the internet, all over the internet, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Microsoft. I'm going to make sure Microsoft knows about this. But anyway, Sarah Cifuentes, she cheats on her taxes. And she lives somewhere here in Redmond, courtesy of the federal government. Maybe you could go arrest her for making false charges against me, saying that I was a danger to her. Give me a break. I'm not a danger to her. I don't even live here. I'm just up here to sell my house
Sure.
yeah.
All right. Well, John, if you don't want to come talk to us, that's okay. Just as long as you're not planning on hurting yourself.
No, no, but what am I supposed to sit here all night like this? Because my car can't be released from the cable, or do I just back up and rip it out? Because Volkswagen doesn't want to help me.
Okay. No, I understand that.
Yeah. Would you be pissed too if you spend a lot of money on a car?
I
And
no, I absolutely would.
I don't know if you've ever driven an
No, I
e-tron. They're fantastic vehicles, but they fired all the engineers that installed these incredible charging stations, and they don't work nationwide. Every single time I come to charge, I go through the hokey pokey, and so. But
sure.
yeah, don't waste your time on me. I'm just going to freeze to death. That's all, because I can't go anywhere, and they won't help me, and it's cold.
Okay. I mean, John, is there anything we could do?
Well, you could unplug my car so I could go home.
You're not able to unplug your own car?
No, because you know what? Because their software's buggy. It has a
Okay.
lock on my cable, and I'll sit here with my hands up because I know you probably think I have a gun, but I don't have a gun. I'm a man of Jesus Christ, and I would never hurt anyone else, and I would never hurt myself because that would be a sin, right?
Okay. I'm not sure we'd be able to get the cable off either. So they have it like programmed so it can't pop off, or what's the
Well, the
deal?
reason is 150 kilowatts. I understand why they lock it, because if you pull that thing out when I'm pumping 150 kilowatts, there would be a spark so big that I would be nothing but.
Oh, sure.
But their software is buggy, and there's no power running, but it's got my cable locked, and so I can't go anywhere.
I see. Is it like finished charging already?
I wasn't able to charge. I've been trying to charge my car for 6 hours, and my battery's almost dead. So what are we going to do now? I assume Audi's going to put me up in a nice hotel, which is just right walking distance, right? They can afford that, right? Yes, they can. And you know what? I'm friends with Bill Gates. I'm going to call Bill Gates, and we're going to topple this corporation. Bill Gates.
How do you know Bill Gates?
Oh, well, because I'm Microsoft certified. I ran Seattle.gov. I was director of information technology for the city of Seattle until they fired me when they became mentally ill, which is illegal, by the way. They fired me illegally, and I'm going to get a badass attorney, and I'm going to sue the city of Seattle for a lot of money, too. So I'm unemployed. I haven't worked in over a year, and I'm out of money. So, but my car's paid for. I paid cash for this SOB. But it's worthless if I can't charge it, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you suggest I do?
I mean, so here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to go over there and help you out. Just given the nature of what we were told, we do need to make sure that you don't have any weapons or anything like that.
Well, I don't.
Just the comment you made about putting a gun in your mouth. But
well,
so I mean, if
I just asked the question. I said, "What do I have to do to get a Volkswagen, which is a German company that owns all this stuff, to take care of me?" But the CEO doesn't take calls. Well, he's making $250 million a year. He has an unhappy customer. He could get on the goddamn phone. It's morning over there, right? And he could fly in some engineers in a helicopter and land, and they could fix my problem, but they won't do that. No, well, we don't talk to our customers. So, but no, why would I kill myself? I'll probably freeze to death.
Well, we might be able to help with that too. Would you be willing to just like step out of the car, show us, hands up so we know
I'm
you
not
don't have
step out of my
anything?
car because then you're going to slap me into your cruiser and haul me away, and I'm tired of that. That's what they do in Southern Oregon. And you know what? I gave away money. I'm a successful person, and I don't want to go to jail for some bullshit again. And I don't trust you guys, to be honest with you. So, I mean, nothing against you. I'm sure you're better than Eagle Point and Jackson County Sheriff, Oregon. But, I don't want to spend another time in jail because the toilets don't work and you get COVID and it's nasty and I've done nothing wrong.
Sure.
So I guess I'll just sit here.
John, how long have you been stuck here?
Well, I spent 3 hours struggling in Tukwila, at a Target in Tukwila.
Yeah.
And then finally I said, look, send me to an affluent place where, because the rich people aren't going to put up with this. Or they said, oh, we got a perfect one. So get over here. And then number one is not a 350 kilowatt station. It's only 50 kilowatts, which is so 5 years ago. If I charge at 50 kilowatts, it's going to take me 5 hours to charge my car. It's unacceptable. And then it was the same problem. And I've been on the phone with them for a couple hours, and now you guys showed up. And so I've been trying to charge my car since 10 p.m.
All right. So just trying to think of ways that we can help you here, because I mean, obviously, it's not a good move to have you stuck here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, and I'm freezing my ass off, and I'm hungry, and I'm about ready to pass out. Thanks to Volkswagen. Volkswagen. That's who makes Audis, right? Volkswagen. Germany. They have money. They could put me up in a fucking hotel on their dime, and they could get an engineer out here to help me, but they fired all their engineers. So what am I supposed to do now? How about you call Germany and say, come and help St. Clair because he bought one of your vehicles?
I'm not sure I've got a number for Germany, but
Well, call a local Audi dealership and say, actually, I'll tell you where
well,
I bought this car at Audi Bellevue. Call Audi Bellevue and say, what the fuck is going on?
I couldn't do that right now, John. It's like 2:15.
Yeah, but you know what? When I ran Seattle.gov, I had a phone and I had to respond within 90 seconds if I had a call saying, hey, Seattle.gov's down, 911 for Seattle, Tacoma, Everett's down, boop, and I'd be in and I'd fix it. But we were so redundant that even if a whole bank of servers went out, 911 didn't go out. So I know my shit. But I still had to respond. But you mean to tell me they don't have an on-call person to help customer? I spent $200,000 with them because I bought this e-tron and then I bought an R8. Do you know what an R8 is?
No, I don't.
Very few people can afford them because they're $289K. But I got one for $69K. $69K is 2,000 horsepower. Now don't worry, I'm not going to be speeding in it and stuff. If I want to speed, I rent time on a track. But the car can go 340 miles an hour. And so remind them that I spent a lot of money. And they can get their son of a bitch out of bed and come and help me right now. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. I got myself out of bed all the time for my work. So I'm on, I was always on call, so I'm sure they have an on-call person that can come and rescue me, drive me home, or whatever. How about putting me up in a deluxe suite across the street? He said there's a Hampton Inn over there.
Yeah, I think so the Hampton Inn's just on the other side of the parking lot, so that is a good...
But... someone's got to pay for it because I forgot to tell you that I was robbed and they took my wallet in Tequila. So I have no money.
You were robbed?
Yeah.
Like tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, call a Renton police or whoever who would be over at Tequila.
Yeah, they have their own police department.
Okay, well, anyway, they weren't able to do anything for me. And and I don't have my money now, so I'm stuck here. So maybe you could call Audi and say, hey, put St. Clair up in a deluxe suite. And I'll shower and leave at 10 in the morning, and then I guess I'll come back to my car, which will be sitting here if it's not stolen already.
I mean, John, I definitely understand why you're frustrated.
Yeah.
It's got to be...
But I'm not going to commit suicide.
Spending that much money on...
I'm sure as hell not going to shoot a cop. I mean, I love you guys, man. I would rather die myself than shoot someone else. But I'm not shooting anyone. I don't have a gun, and I can't even do CO poisoning because there's an electric engine in this thing. So obviously I'm not. What am I going to do? Saw off my own arm? No, I'm a wimp.
Is your vehicle running?
Well, yeah, I have an on-off switch, but I can't go anywhere because it's connected to the Electrify America that doesn't release me. So,
oh, I see what you're saying. So you're stuck there. You can't get it to release.
Right. And I can't. It won't even let me turn my car on because I'm connected. So it's not like I can just back up. So I hit the on switch and it won't let me because I'm connected. I could take the brakes off, and I guess, well, no, I can't even roll. This thing weighs like 12,000 pounds because it's nothing but batteries. Well, the guys in Tequila, they were afraid I was doing a suicide by cop. I said, dude, I'm not into suicide. I just want my car that I paid for to be charged. But Volkswagen fired all their engineers. So nothing works.
All right, John. So what's your plan for tonight? Where do we go from here?
Well, I guess I'm going to sit here until I die, because you can only go without food and water for so long.
That's not what's going to happen.
What's going to happen? Is Audi going to come and take care of me? They got money, right? Yes, they got
do, but I
money.
don't know how to get a hold of Audi.
Call 411 and say I want the phone number
Again,
to the CEO of the chief executive. Is that another cruiser coming here, or is that a drunk? They're going to get it on with his girlfriend over there to your right.
a drunk gonna get it on with his girlfriend. Now I don't know what you mean.
Well, I don't know. There's a car that just showed up. Is that another policeman that's going to come? And there's a flashlight. Oh my gosh.
So John, I'd like to talk to my sergeant, see about maybe. I mean, obviously we can't let you stay in the parking lot. It's a really cold night and you don't have power.
Yeah.
Talk to my sergeant. Would you maybe, want to stay at the Hampton if we could figure something out?
Yeah, but I'm not going to get out of my car until I see you guys go away because I'm afraid you're going to arrest me. Like the small time cops. Not that you guys are small time, but there are small time cops in my neighborhood that told me that they're going to arrest me if I'm caught in Jackson County, Oregon. Well, that's illegal, right? I am an American, right? And I own property down there. How can I be arrested for owning? I'm paying their tax. I'm paying taxes to pay their salary. And they said if we ever find you in Jackson County.
Well, a lot of times stuff like this, it's just something you need to, take care of and get out of the way.
So I don't know what you're. I guess I'll just sit here until daybreak. Redmond's got a lot of money. Someone's got money. I don't have any money. My wallet was stolen. So. Yeah, Redmond's got a lot of money, for Christ's sakes. Microsoft is here. Trillions of dollars. Maybe Microsoft could come and rescue me, right? Microsoft. And they're going to hear about this bullshit, too. Microsoft. And you know what? The CEO of Microsoft bought the exact vehicle that I'm in just the day before. I could have met him, That's badass.
Sure.
Technology is where it's at. The doctors and lawyers and stuff. Well, doctors, you're all going to need doctors, but lawyers, they're just professional liars, right? You pay them enough, you can get away with murder. And a lot of people do, and it's really sad. Look at Trump. Why is Trump not in jail?
That is a fantastic question. So John, I just want to, again, so you understand what our job is here. We have to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm cold, hungry, but I'm fine.
So I'd like to see what we can do about getting you someplace warm at the very least.
Okay.
I don't know if I can help you with charging your car, but again, we have to make sure that you're not armed and that,
no, I'm not armed. I mean, I would get out and show you my hands, but then I'm afraid you're going to arrest me for what? I don't know, but that's what they do in Oregon.
Okay. Well, that's the next step towards helping there. I mean, I'm not sure what else to do if you're not going to come out of your car.
Well, I'm afraid to. I'm doing it because I don't want to go to jail. Because that's what they do in Oregon, and no offense to you, but I don't know if you could do the same thing to me or not.
I want to.
It looks like there's another policeman here. Is that right? Or
yeah, there's a couple. Because again, you have to understand the call that we got. The call that we got was that you were suicidal and possibly had a gun. Right?
Well, no.
So that's where we're at right now.
Who said that? I want to sue him for slander.
Yeah, we're good. Well, that was, I think you.
I can just put on some soft music and I'll just wait until morning, I guess.
Okay.
But no, I would never hurt. I would never hurt anyone else, for sure. So, if that puts you at ease.
Okay. And again, you don't have any firearms, anything like that.
No, I've got a bag of
anytime
nuts.
that we get a call like this, we'd like to actually see the person, make sure they're okay, make sure they don't need anything. And right now, while this has been a pleasant phone call, it doesn't quite check all those boxes.
Well, I don't know. What do I need to do to convince you that I'm not going to hurt myself?
I mean, ideally, it would be come out and actually talk to us.
Well, but then you might put handcuffs on me, and I don't want that to happen because I've been to jail enough for no reason at all, and they keep letting me out because it's like, well, I guess you haven't done anything. We're gonna have to let you go. It's like, okay, but they take 8 hours to process me, and then they give me a court date, and I go and then the judge comes up with some bullshit.
If you just go to the court and ask for a new court date, you can avoid all that, right? They can take care of that if there's anything, set you a new court date, and you'll be
well, but that's Oregon. Oregon, those guys are crazy down there.
Okay.
I don't know how it is in Washington. I've never been well, actually, my girlfriend, I rescued her from the slums of Columbia, and then when she wasn't helping me and she was making a mess of my house, and I wanted her evicted, then she claimed that I had molested her son. And then they threw that out, and then she has a domestic violence thing against me with the city of Redmond, and then she just tried to renew that. I live in Oregon. How am I a danger to Sarah Cifuentes? Write that name down: SaraCifuentes. Please go knock on her door. I think maybe she's responsible for this. She cheats on her taxes. She's living on the government dime. She says, I got 2 small infant children. You know how they're 23 and 19. And she's cheating the state of Washington for free food. And the federal government's putting her up in a $3,400 a month luxury condominium near Microsoft campus. And she's getting away with that, but yet everyone jumps through, we need to arrest St. Clair because he might be a threat to her. Give me a break. I live in Oregon. How can I be a threat to Sarah Cifuentes?
So what brought you up to Redmond? Is this just just for the charging station?
Well, I live in Eagle Point, Oregon. I own a 5-acre ranch down there, and anyway, I have a house in Renton, and I have no one to help me move. I got a 5-bedroom house. So I came up to grab some more stuff out of my house, and I was just ready to hit the road and head back down. And it's I need to top off my car. So I went to Tukwila, and of course, all their charging stations were down. And after 2 hours, 3 hours on the phone with them, and they said, "Well, go to this station." So I came here, and now this station's broken, and I just want to go home, pack up my car, and go home to Eagle Point, Oregon. It's beautiful. A bunch of druggies down there. Apparently, you're not going to believe in Oregon. It's okay to do LSD, and people do LSD, and then they go driving, and when they have a trip, it's not pretty. They're going 110 miles an hour in their pickup trucks. And they're just a bunch of druggies down there. Of course, I guess you got a bunch of potheads up here, too, and the infinite wisdom of the liberals. They say, it's fine to smoke pot. Well, there are a lot of people that are high off their ass, out behind the wheel. And how come you guys don't enforce the tailgating laws here? There's a big tailgating problem here. Huge!
We enforce it when we see it, but it's a violation that has to be directly witnessed by an officer.
Oh, well, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. We can put cameras on the front and back of every car, and we can just reel them in, make the fine $250K. $250K. I guess the tailgating would stop like that, wouldn't it? Because you'd bankrupt people, right?
I mean, hey, if we could do that for most any crime, that'd be great.
Yeah. Well, tailgating, it kills a lot of people. They're going 90 miles an hour on the 405, 3 inches from my rear bumper because they think they're cool because they have a $10 million custom-made Lamborghini, But yet, I get caught going 35 in a 25, and they want to give me like a $299 ticket. It's like, you tell me, this car has a computer driving it. This car can go safely, and it'll lock up the brakes if an animal or a child before I even know there's trouble. It runs, the computer drives this thing. But the cops, I mean, no offense to you guys, but I mean, a lot of these policemen around here are hot to trot on the speeding tickets, but yet the tailgating is what's deadly, and no one does anything because, well, we have to see it. Well, get on the highway. 99% of the time. You remember the 3-second rule when you're in driver's ed? 1001,
Oh,
1002, 1003. Well, the guy thinks he's going to get there 0.001 seconds if he really gets close to the rear end of someone else. It's like, relax. Just relax. You might get there a second, but who cares? But they've got to show, well, I got a BMW, man. And, so, anyway, I don't know. I didn't mean to vent. You guys got better things to do, so why don't you go on your way, and I'll just, I'll wait until sun, and I'll call Audi, and they'll tow me, and then I'm going to ask for my money back.
Okay. I mean, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time. There's some serious crimes going on right now, aren't there?
All right. Well, John, you take care.
Okay, you too. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye. Woo! I love small-time police department, small-time penis. The bigger the gun, the more jacked up your truck is. The more jacked up, the smaller your brain, the smaller the penis. And that's a take. Facebook, post it worldwide. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.